Hi guys, I'm right at the point in this track where I'm going to layer in a breakbeat. It's probably better to call it a backbeat. We were sharing breakbeats back and forth in a group I was in, and I realized that I wanted to show people how I was actually using them. So there's 4 sources of breakbeats I'm going to show you. One is this classic list that you see on the left-hand side of the video. The second source is Loopcloud. Third source is kind of a sneaky one, which I'll show you in a second. And fourth is just making your own. So I'm using these to layer in and fill out the EQ in the track underneath my drums to give it a deeper sound. With this first source being these classic breaks, we can just preview these in Ableton as we listen to the loop. Grab anything that I want to keep. So I liked this one, so I just grab it in here for consideration later. Okay, so that's one source. Second source is Loopcloud. Love Loopcloud because you can search your own library as well. If you upload your own samples to their cloud storage, you can use their excellent filters to filter things by tone, length, tempo, etc. So let's do a quick listen to that. Barely hear it in there. Okay, so that doesn't fit at all, but you get the idea. So I would grab loops out of here, throw them into the ones I'm going to consider, and get them all in a channel. The third source that I was alluding to, so this is my reference track. I'm starting out every track now by picking a reference and choosing a loop or a section of that reference so that I can build something that fits with it, and then remove the reference at the end or just use it as a genuine mix reference. In this case, I grabbed, let's see, 4-bar loop out of it, or 8 bars, a track called Bug Out, and I filtered it to just the top loop. So since I started with that, naturally the rest of my track fits well with it. I turn it on. And I would, I think one of these other ones is going to be good enough, but I would actually consider just borrowing that top loop and layering it in underneath my beat to fill it out. If there's recognizable sound effects or stuff in there, then that's probably not cool. But yeah. In the intro or the outro, obviously you can grab a nice little groovy part of a track. So the fourth source would be just using your own loops. So if you created a clap and hat pattern that you liked, or any kind of percussive pattern that you liked, you could just layer it in there and use your own stuff. Of course, that gets into like the whole texture thing, which is a topic for another video. Any type of melodic texture is awesome as well. Necessary, I'm using it in all my tracks. But yeah, you can make your own beat and layer it in. So let's see what I've got here and kind of choose one that works. So let's look first at that classic beat. I'm just going to turn these on, the volume a little bit high, and see what fits. It's got some noise, so obviously I would trim it down, but I can already hear there's like kind of that sound in there that it's too much. This is a good example. So I think the thing to do with these is to partially quantize it. Pick certain hits like the snare hit and quantize that. Of course, I set my groove to the same thing throughout the project no matter what, but only pick certain hits in here to put on the beat. And that would be true with any of these loops. Partially quantize it. Here is one that I already know works well, that I already chose from this bunch of others to use as a break. So you can see I quantize the beats, assign the groove, but let the natural groove of the breakbeat do its thing because it works fine. And then here's one that I know worked well with the track itself. It's really adding kind of a cymbal and open hat, which I have my own open hat above anyway, so this is just going to be layered in underneath really quietly. Yeah, so there you go. That's how I'm using these breakbeats or backbeats.